Hi everyone, my name is Cherry and today I'm going to be talking about the results of my 12-week year. So first thing, I began my first ever 12-week year on September 11, 2025 and I started at 83 pounds. So my goal was to gain 5 to 10 pounds within the 12-week year. At the end of it, on December 4, 2025, I am at 84 pounds. So not much, right? I was at my highest 87.6 pounds in week 6 and then life happened and I'm now at 84 pounds. So you can see that I started at 83 pounds over here and then at the end of week 1 I was at 83.4.
Then at the end of week 2 I was at 84.2 pounds and then at the end of week 3 I was at 83.4 pounds. At the end of week 4 I was at 85.2 pounds. At the end of week 5, I was at 86.2 pounds. At the end of week 6, I was at 87.6 pounds. At the end of week 7, I was at 86.2 pounds. At the end of week 8, I was at 86 pounds. At the end of week 9, I was at 86.6 pounds. And then at the end of week 10, I was at 85.6 pounds. And then I didn't measure week 11. I didn't weigh myself on week 11, so I just skipped that. And then at the end of week 12, I am at 84 pounds.
During this challenge, I got sick 3 times. So one, I had diarrhea, and then I got sick with a cold, and then I recovered for 3 days. I went back to work, and I got sick again, and I'm still recovering from that sickness now. I am quite happy with what I got out of this. I might not have reached my goal. I did not reach my goal, but I had a comment telling me that my content was valuable to them and I really appreciate that, so that meant a lot to me. Okay, so I might be better without the light. I'm planning on doing another 12-week year, which will start in December 21 or December 28, so it'll be from a Sunday to a Saturday schedule. I think it's better to start before the new year because by the time the new year comes up, I'll be like warmed up. Let's go over what I learned from my 12-week year and how I can do better on the next one. So I have 2 sections here. So what I learned personally and what I learned about my system. So personally, I learned 3 things. The first one is that stress affects my appetite, which impacts my health, which then weakens my immune system. And a weakened immune system means that I am more prone to sickness. And if I get sick, I will have a low appetite, and because I'm not eating as much, I will lose weight. And the solution to the first thing that I learned is that I'm going to take a gap semester. I have 3 reasons why I'm going to take a gap semester as well. The first one is that I hate going to school in the winter. The buses are late and it's freezing outside and I get sick often as well. And then second reason for taking a gap semester is that I'm not sure if accounting is for me, because when I graduate, I'll have to start working a 9-to-5 job and I just can't see myself working 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I've always worked night shifts from like 1 to 9 p.m., 1 p.m. to 9 p.m., or something like 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. because I just hate waking up early for work, like specifically for work. I need so much more time to mentally prepare to get out of my comfort zone. That's just not for me and I just don't think I work well in that situation. And then the third thing why I'm taking gap semester is that I want to experiment. So because I reduce my responsibilities, will my stress go down and my appetite go up? We will see. So moving on to the second thing that I learned is that I don't like eating the same food multiple times in a week. My solution to this is to find recipes and to learn how to cook, and that's pretty much it. Third thing that I learned is that I can use pain as a motivator. So I read from my online communication course that I took from my library is that you can move away from pain and towards pleasure. So this works for any goal, and for my goal of gaining weight, it pains me to see wasted food. So moving towards pleasure in this case is to try to finish all the food on my plate or only grab the amount that I know that I can finish. It has also made it easier for me to plan my meals and eat more because I want to eat the food at my house before it expires. The next category is my system, and from my system I learned that using Google Sheets was an inconvenience because when I would track on my phone, instead of getting out of bed to do my tactics, go eat and all that stuff, I spent a good amount of time on my phone putting ones and zeros on the spreadsheet, and then after that I would spend even more time on my phone because I was already on it. So I would get out of Google Sheets and I was like, oh, what else can I do on my phone? And then I would watch YouTube videos, and then it's gonna be like 2 hours later and I haven't ate breakfast. My solution to this is tracking using pen and paper. So I'm gonna have a graph paper and pen or pencil. It might be easier for me to keep up with this because Google Sheets is finicky. So when I type on mobile, I have to scroll to see the entire sheet or the entire sentence that I wrote. And also changing from numbers to letters is quite irritating. Whereas with a sheet of paper, I can just write and then look at what I wrote. And if I need to zoom in, I can just look closely, So that brings us to the end of this video. If you're also doing the 12-week year, let me know in the comments what goals you're trying to achieve. And I'll see you next time. Bye.